Hello and welcome to a beautiful day in County Wexford. I decided to go a little bit outside my normal range of Wicklow just to see what else there is in terms of gold. The area I'm working today is this beautiful old bridge. I started wondering, is this the original flow of the river? Or could it be that the original river had a different pathway? Some little clues and I'll show you now. So if you look here, this is a recently done bridge and it's all brand new concrete. Now that's definitely the last 20 years. So after a little bit of investigation, I have found the original flow of the river. Only one thing left to do. Let's go find the shiny! And here we are. This is the original flow of the river. As you can see here, we've got chunky concrete here. We've got slabs. Go multiple different places where gold can get stuck into. Anything I can get out of these little cracks and crevices, just going to get some dirt out of here. So what's going to happen is water is going to come on down here. You'll have gravel getting stuck in behind here, and in fact I can see some stones here as well. And these little cracks and crevices all the way along will act like bedrock. And then down the very end here, we have a little plunge spill. Right, so as I said, this is the original flow of the river. So what I have for me today, just my small little pry tool. So what I'm going to do, very simple, you're just going to take it to here. This would be great for if this was in flood. Just sucker out this. Oh yeah, that's bedrock. Look at that. That is nice. I like that. What I'm trying to do is just break all the rocks just into one corner, so I can get in there and get at the gravel. It's there. Let's see if I can get some dirt in there. Right, one trail, nice. Two trails. Three trails. Great stuff. Yeah, we'll try and get right deep we can. As deep as we can, right up against that rock there. Oh yeah, that's bedrock. Okay, that'll do for a sample. So what I'm going to do now is just going to clear that classifier. It's all dry material, so we don't have to worry about it and getting stuck. No jagged rocks. And no nuggets. Oh well, no big deal. So that's our pan. So what I do now is going to go put the head mount on and we'll just pan it, go ahead and pan that down. Right, let's just crack on with that. Let's go find the shiny. Right, so this is the pan of material. It's pretty much a full pan. We got probably about 4 trails. As you can hear from behind the noise behind me, I'm under a bridge which is in a town. So I'll give you a clue as to where I am. I'll be telling you where I am, but I'll give you a clue. There's also lots of bedrock out here. So yeah, there's your clue. Plenty of bedrock in Wexford and under a bridge. What we're going to do is we're just going to put it fully under the water and we're just going to spin around, not too violent, spin it around, bring everything to the front and just washing the front riffle. Now on any of the pans I have for the tours, I'll have 3 riffles in those ones. These only have 2, so I'll just wash everything off the front riffle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, pick it up. Not so much material, so now we can work it. We don't necessarily move it from the wrist or the elbow. Everything stays locked, and we just move it from the shoulder. See the mechanism there? Moving from the shoulder. 2, 3, 4. And hopefully, there's gold in it. I have no idea whether there's gold in it. I don't bother salting. I know some people do, but I don't bother. I want to know if there's gold here. Another little dam here. There's bedrock all the way down there. I mean, there's hundreds of places to check in this river. So if there's no gold here, that's fine. I found no gold. I move on. And that's what you got to do. You got to go, no gold, move on. Right, I'm going to come back up here for a second to where there's a good bit of light. I've been a bit presumptuous. I brought my snuffer bottle up already. As with the last video, I'm recording through the new microphone. That just records back to my phone on a Bluetooth connection. I love it. I think it's brilliant. Let me know in the comments below if you notice any difference of that versus the old iPhone 4S. New. So I'm coming around to the light here, so it'll be a little bit easier to see if there's gold. And again, I don't know. We're scraping crevices in what is effectively bedrock on an old riverbed. No idea. Okay, let's have a look. Is there any iron? Is there anything dark material? Any gold? That'd be nice. Don't see it in there. I see red sand, which is always a good indicator. Micro garnet. See a lot of garnets up here as well. Nice garnet, quartz crystal. Got a bit of ironstone. But no gold. All right, that's unfortunate. Okay, so no gold in that. So what I'm going to do now is just going to go straight over where I was looking at digging. So what I'm going to do is just going to grab some material from here. The classifier is over there, but I'm just going to do unclassified for now. That feels nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm liking that. There's one. Nice. Look at that material. I haven't even classified. Let's just take that straight to the river. We'll go pan it. Now it's going to be a little bit more difficult given the fact that it's unclassified, but we can still do it. If you're ever unsure where these are, look for the hole. Point the hole towards you, and then you know the foot riffles are facing away. Right. So there's not a whole lot of material in there to work with. This could be good. And say, I love feeding the sluice box. I love setting it up. But I won't be setting up the sluice box until such time that I actually find any gold. It's a lot of very dark material there, which is good. Any gold? No gold. Right, what I'm going to do now is going to put you in fast frame mode while I fill up half a bucket. We'll classify it and we'll see what we get, if anything. And hopefully there's something here. If I find even any bit of gold at all, I'll set up the sluice box. Right, just going to pop you in the fast frame mode. Two reasons. One, it's quicker for filling buckets. And two, given the fact that there's cars driving overhead, they're constantly playing music, so that could incur some copyright issues. I get about half a bucket full and I'll go pan it and see if there's any gold. If there's no gold, we move on. If there is gold, we set up the sluice box. It's that simple. So let's just crack on with it. Let's go find the shiny. Okay, so I've managed to run through as many shovels as I can, and it's actually full there. Actually, just realised I'm going to have to do production panning with just one pan, because I only have one bucket with me. So yeah, we're going to do production panning with just one bucket, and let's do the process. If we find anything decent in terms of gold, we'll set up the sluice box and just power on through it. Right, let's crack on with it. Let's go find the shiny. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit about the process of production panning with just one pan and a bucket. Normally with production panning, what I would do is I would use second bucket. I would dump work material down from say 3 trails down to half a trail, dump in a bucket and continue on. We're going to work that process down. After showing you a little bit, then we're going to go to fast frame mode, work the material fully down, and we get it fully down, then we'll do the reveal and see is there any gold in here. If there's any gold in here at all, I'm setting up the caddy sluice box just upstream. Okay, so what I'm going to do first off is I'm going to take 1, 2, I was going to say 3, 2, but let's say 3 full trails. So what I'll do is, as per usual, I'll pan it down, work it on material right the way down. We'll go 1, 2, spin it on back, rotate it, stratify it. You ever heard me use the term stratify? That's where you're just spinning it around, bring everything in front, and wash the front riffle. Ordinarily at this point, what I would do is I would put that back in a bucket, but that's the same bucket we're working from, so that's no point. So what we'll do is we'll just work it down a little bit more, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that material is nice and deep into those riffles. So now what we can do is just come back, grab some more dirt, park it off to the side here, and 2. Remember, the dirt we've just worked down is nice and tight, packed inside those riffles. So when we pick up this water and it comes out of there, just tilt it slightly back as we're stratifying it. Shake, bring it towards the front. So any material we've already panned, we straight at the very bottom there. Right, so what I'm going to do is going to put you in the fast frame mode on this camera. I'm going to use that camera for side shots as we work it on through. Let me know in the comments below if you like this process and design of multi-cameras. So what I'm going to do is going to crack on with working the rest of this material down, and hopefully when I get down to the bottom of it, we have some actual gold. If we find gold, happy day, set up the box. If we don't find gold, or pack up and go downstream, I don't know. I'm really hoping I find gold. Right, let's just crack on with it. Let's go find the shiny. Okay, so we're pretty much finished. This is the concentrates. It's not the most efficient way of doing it. Having a second bucket would have been better, but hey, whatever, this is what we have. So what we're going to do now is just going to work this all the way down. Going to put the other camera into regular film mode and work this on down. Hopefully there's loads of gold in here. Let's go find some shiny. Oh, we have gold. Oh, interesting. A lot of red sand, which is good. Let me get the smaller camera for a second. We do actually have gold, which is fantastic. Let's have a look at it here. I'll just put the lens right up to it so you can see it properly. Right, you can see there we got a small bit of gold, not a whole lot, but hey, look, gold is gold, I'll take what I can get. So what I'm going to do now is going to set up the sluice box. Usually what happens is when I set up a sluice box, you just come along and there you go, sluice setup. So I have a nice little drop off here behind me. Hope you can hear me over the noise of the traffic. Just here, see where you have this lovely drop off? It's a natural shelf. Not bad. Just going to bring it down a little closer so you can see the actual process. See it easier and they come down here. Okay, so you can see the sluice is running there. It's a little bit one-sided. We kind of want to be in the flow of the river. So what I'm going to do now is just take the rock off for a second. Direction in which the water is flowing. And now put the rock back on, just so it doesn't go washing down the stream. That one the right size? Not really. We don't want it sitting in the water. Disrupt the water flow. That's not too bad. So what I'm going to do is going to jack up a bit of height on this side, just so that we get a V in the middle. Also so the water doesn't escape underneath. That's not looking too bad at all. Standing on that strap, or tipping over it. In this case I put a few rocks in there. So there's too much water in this, we want to give this a bit more height. Take the ones that are already there, push them away, let's switch rock in instead. Bingo, there we go. That's what we want. On either side of the sluice box, what that will do is that will create a nice V in the river, helps direct the water to the sluice box. Now you don't really want to be pushing the entire river into the sluice. If there was hardly any water here, yeah, you would, but this instance is absolutely fine. Again, this is over 2 more rocks. Doesn't have to be loads of it. And all we're doing is create like a triangular shape to be able to park straight out, direct the water flow in there. So now you can see that already the water is flowing pretty well. So that's the sluice box sitting pretty much set up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start putting some dirt into it. I've noticed something interesting here. I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so something I noticed there a second ago while I was setting in the sluice box is just beyond the sluice box, there's actually still more of that concrete that's part of the bridge foundations. Chances are, all of this gravel is sitting directly on top of that concrete layer. Which means, under normal circumstances, if you wanted to hit bedrock, you would have to go 10, 20 feet. You wouldn't know how far, it'd be jagged. This bedrock, very, very close. I don't want to dig down here because this is the edge of the gravel part. You know, this is acting as flood defense. But what I would like to dig is all this loose gravel up here. So even though we found a little bit of gold over there, I'm thinking this might be a good spot to run. If over there I get 0.01 of a gram of gold per bucket, and over here I get half of that, well, I can run it twice as fast. So I don't know what the gold volume here is, but I would imagine, given our proximity to the bedrock situation, I would imagine it'll be pretty good. I don't think there's enough flow here to be able to run it unclassified, and really the Cali isn't designed for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in fast frame mode now, and we're going to fill it through at 1/2 inch. I may well still grab a few more buckets from over there as well, but for the time being, just belt on through as much as I can. Probably aim for around 3 buckets. 3 to 4 buckets will give us a good accurate representation of what's actually here. So that's the plan. Just gonna crack along with it. Let's go find loads of shiny. I'm just going to show you the process of feeding the sluice box without having to bend down. It's one of those things I forgot to mention in the back saving tip. That was more just do a production panning. And all I'm doing is just feeding it in by the shovel load. Watch this. So it's a nice little place. It's definitely one for coming back again when it's a bit cooler. I can't believe I actually said that in this country. I'll come back some other day when it's a little bit colder. There you go, that's it on record. First time you'll ever, probably the only time you'll ever hear me say that in this country. It's too warm. I can't pan today. I'll come back tomorrow when it's colder. So that's crack. Anyway, you're just gonna crack on with filling one more bucket, run on through, we'll clear this box. Let's go find the shiny. Right, so this is bucket number 2 since I've talked to you last. I've done one full bucket, this is the second one. This is a lot easier. This shovel is unbreakable. I've moved boulders with it, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Right, what we'll do is we'll just work that material through first of all. There's a lot of glass here, so I want to be careful not to put my hands in here. Spin around, done. If I find good gold here, I'll come back another day with a bigger sluice box. Probably the dream at full cell after a decent drop of rain. I'll do one more and then we'll put it through the sluice box. I'm curious to what this metal thing is here down here. Although I did find it's a bit of, piece of aluminium or something. Look at the colour difference in that versus what we found earlier. It's all iron material. Deadly. Just going to pick out those big rocks just so they're not in the way of the shovel. Oh look, we're back to the water table already. Cool. That means we could be quite close to that bedrocky material. Okay, we're on a high concentration of iron. Unless it's an old bicycle, we're onto some good ground here. Yeah, such a difference. That bucket definitely, or that last shovel load into here, such a difference in weight. Just gonna take this one out. I think I see iron on this one, on this rock. It's red. Hopefully it's not blood. Yeah, that's iron. Right, what I'm gonna do is gonna knock off the camera now, run the rest of this bucket through, and then when I have the bucket run, I'm gonna pick up the sluice, pop her in the bucket, and we'll clean it out now. Just with these sluices, on all the sluices, you gotta make sure the tailings end is clear. Right, I'm gonna crack on with this, and I'll say come back in a minute when we're taking the sluice out of the water. Hopefully loads of gold in it. Taking a risk though, found gold over there, didn't even test pan this. That's the risk, but we can move more material from here, and we seem to be on darker iron material. Right, let's see if the gamble paid off. Let's run this on through, and let's clean it out afterwards. Let's go find the shiny. Even if it is the last bucket through, you want to make sure you get every last speck of gold out of it. So I'll just bounce this material, bring it towards the front, and then just dump her straight on in. So you don't have to worry about cleaning the bucket too much, because this bucket is where the sluice is going to be going anyway. So what I'm going to do is going to get that bit ready. Get that off to the side here. I'm going to put a few rocks in it. I like these buckets because they have this notch. I can actually put the sluice box into there and fit it in there. First thing we do, hold the box, take the weight away, and then lift. Cool. Anything obvious? I don't think anything obvious on the mash in terms of gold. Crack this in here. Cool. Get a bit of water in here. And done. This is the easiest sluice box to clean out by far. Excellent stuff. The other thing I'm going to do as well is just tip it upside down, just to make sure I get any gold, if there is gold, in the rubber mat out of here. It's just 1 millimeter rubber mat. Cool, done. Right, work this on down, see where we're at. Lovely. So I have the bottle off behind me so I don't lose it. Look at the concentration of that. Look at the amount of iron. Oh, this is nice. I don't salt. I want to know what's here as well. There's a reason I'm still here till whatever it is. That's just how long I've been here. Nearly 3 hours. It's 7:30. There's a reason I'm still here till 7:30. Oh, my heart. I thought that was a nugget for a second. Just going to come upstream where there's a little bit more light. Hard to find any light this time of day. Any direct sunlight. It's the only disadvantage of working under a bridge are the noise of trucks and tractors. Right, that is a lot of iron. I'm hoping some of it's black sand. That's brilliant. Some of the best material I've seen all day. Hopefully it translates into gold. Oh, please be gold in here. Oh, yes. It's not an enormous amount of gold, but it's a new gold deposit. Yes, yes, yes. I better not be too loud. The people of the town will come running down. Oh, this van's got gold. That's nice. 2 little pieces. But that's a new deposit. That's a new place of gold that I haven't had before. Yes, and it's in County Wexford. First time I step outside of Wicklow and bang, I find it. Granted, I had to do about 17 test pans. The reason why I'm so worn out is before I started filming, I came down here just for the day. So I'll do a bit of pan and see what I can find upstream. And I must have done about 17 test pans, found nothing. I'm just going to take the camera off my head for a second so I can verify you see that. So I'll just get it to focus first and then I'll zoom into it. People often ask, how do you know if it's gold? In the dark, in the shade, it's shiny. In the bright, it's shiny. So if I come round to the shade, so I've got the sun in front of me, even in the shade it's still bright. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so it's not an enormous amount of gold. We found gold. I thought I heard people for a second. I'm getting paranoid now. People are going to come in and take me spot. But look, I dug a monstrous hole right beside the river. I've got the Cali sluice box running. The next day I come back, I'm going to come back with the NWV4 and the, oh, can you imagine here, NWV4 with the auto feeder. Oh, that'd be brilliant. Just simply classify the 1/2 inch and stick it right in there. Or if I had a decent drop of rain before the end of October or before the end of September, I could actually put in the end of the Dream Mat Sluice. Loads of options. Loads of options for me to consider. Happy days, I'm on new gold. I know it doesn't seem like a lot of gold, but I'm excited because this is a new gold deposit. This is one I haven't been before. I've never ever worked this river before. I've been further upstream, I've seen the upstream, I've walked into it, and as I say upstream earlier on today, I'd done about 17 test pans, found nothing. Bits of pyrite, but nothing, not a speck of gold. And down here, other than that little pond over there, which has some gold in it, I found gold here. Happy days. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video of seeking a new gold deposit in County Wexford. If you like this video, chances are you like the videos I've previously posted and the ones to be posted in the future. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and sure, catch the next one. We can all go find more shiny. Bye bye.